Brothers and sisters, friends, family, we'll ask you to find your seats. We'll start our program in about 30 seconds. As everyone is getting settled, we'll send your attention to the monitors for an introduction.
Life like a mist appears for just a day, disappears tomorrow. All that we are can quickly fade away, replaced with tears and sorrow. If a man should die, can he live again? Hear the promise God has made. He will call, the dead will answer. They will live at his command, for he will have a longing for the work of his own hand. So have faith and do not wander, for our God can make us stand, and we will live forever as the work of his own hand. Friends of our God, though they may pass away, will never be forsaken. All those asleep, those who in God's memory stay, from death we will awaken. Then we'll come to see all that life can be, paradise eternal. He will call, the dead will answer. They will live at his command, for he will have a longing for the work of his hand. So have faith and do not walk, for our God can make us stand, and we shall live forever as the work of his own hand.
Everyone was young once, huh? If you saw yourself in a few of those photographs. With mankind, they've been trying to evade death. 400 years before Christ came to the earth, Chinese alchemists worked on an elixir to prolong life, so they thought. They used mercury, they used arsenic, which is rat poison. Didn't work out well for them. Europeans followed suit, ingested gold, thinking that since it doesn't corrode, it would prolong life. Didn't work. Even now, modern day chemists, biologists are looking at the way cells divide with the chromosomes. The ends of the chromosomes are called sarcomeres. And they notice as many times as cells split, they shorten each time they duplicate or replicate. So they've created a antidote to prolong the lifespan of those chromosomes, but yet still people die. So why? Trees live a long time, turtles live hundreds of years, but people, there's reasons. But despite the reasons, we are given instructions and direction on what to do. Notice what it says in the Bible, in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7. And as you focus your attention on there, let's see what the practical value is, or the lesson, or the instruction that Jehovah is giving us personally. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and verse 1. It says, "A good name is better than good oil." A good name. Good name denotes a reputation. When you think of a name, you say in the name Michael, a generic name. But if you add a different last name to that, it promotes different type of thinking. If you say a Jordan or a Jackson, you think of certain things. When you say Henrietta Calloway, what do you think of? So the good name is better than good oil. And so I was doing some research on good oil, like what's the difference? Depends upon the process, the quality of it. In Luke and John, Martha, who was Lazarus' sister, put oil on Jesus' feet and wiped it with her hair. And Judas was upset. That's 300 denarii. 300 denarii, or a denarius was 1 day's wage. So if you make like $50 an hour times 8, then you save over 300 days. It's about $120,000 when we compare the value. But more than valuable things, a reputation. And it says here, the thing that always I thought was interesting, it says the day of death is better than the day of birth. How can that be? I've been there when my children were born. It was a beautiful day. But look at the cover here of this. And you look at the bottom. It says March 15th, 1930. With every date of birth, there's a question mark. Who or what kind of person will he or she be? By October 27th, 2019, we have the answer. We know the kind of woman she was. So that dash in the middle is what we're told now is that the time that we have is short. Are we using it and making a good name with God, as Sister Calloway did? As we look at we open up this program, the second, Nana lived to be 89 years young. But what she valued and what she made, how she made a good name was this. On the second paragraph, it says, on January 1st, 1955, she symbolized her dedication to Jehovah God by water baptism. Nana remained a loyal servant to Jehovah for 64 years, never wavering in her faith, love, or service to him. 64 years. 760 months, 23,040 days. So you think about think about the first time you talked to someone about God and going door to door in your ministry. How many people have you talked to since that time? Can you count? How many hours have you spent? How many hours would someone spend 64 years talking about God? How many lives have been touched and affected? There's quite a few here, few that are very close to my heart. If Henrietta did not become to learn to love about God, to love God, then she wouldn't have raised Barbara to love God. Then she wouldn't have raised Jonathan and Raquel. And then Raquel wouldn't have raised Haley and Layla. 6 lives already hugely transversed. The trajectory of the life is different forever because we know the truth. And that's what her life was about. Knowing God and loving God. Now, when we think about things of this nature, these situations, like, we all need comfort. We're all hurting from this. But where do you draw comfort from? Who do you draw comfort from? Let's turn to a song. Song lyrics are oftentimes such a great form of expression because they put things in words that we normally may not say in this order, or it shines a light on something that says things in such a way that we identify with it. In Psalms chapter 34 and verse 18, it says, Jehovah is close to the brokenhearted. He saves those who are crushed in spirit. Now, the first part says Jehovah is close to the brokenhearted. Let me illustrate that. Have you